as I said, tonight we'll pretty much look at getting started, how to get your e-card set up and get going with it. That pretty much involves three main things. While I'm presenting this, I will just mute everyone. And after each short bit, I'll pause and ask for any questions. If you do have any questions specific during the presentation, please feel free to just type it in your chat area. I can read it immediately. Excellent. The first thing, as I said, we'll look at how to actually open your e-card, then how to save your e-card to your device or home screen. We'll quickly look at how to share your e-card, because that is a very important thing, and then look at the back end of it, how to manage your e-card. Last but not least, we'll look at the video template tonight and see how you can add videos to your e-card. I'll just get a quick confirmation and here whether you can see my computer screen effectively. John, can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yes, we can, Joe. It's very clear, very good.
Excellent, thanks. Thanks so much, John. Thanks, guys. So, the main thing, and I'll quickly get a very brief overview of the e-card, what it is, and a very quick referral to the compensation plan. The e-card, although we call it an e-card, I'm sure everybody by now has found out it's much, much more than just a digital business card. It's a complete mobile marketing system. But it's always in the palm of your hand and available, and whoever you share it with can access it with, hey, the device that people are using most frequently nowadays, mobile devices. Not only is it a website, a business card, a flyer, a rewards program, and many, many other things, it is actually a system through which you can earn money while promoting your own business. So if your passion is your business, whether you are a tradie or a lawyer, it doesn't matter. That's your passion, you promote it, but instead of costing you money, this has got the potential of earning you much, much more than it's going to cost you. That gives a whole angle on marketing, changes the whole perspective on marketing, which is usually a cost center and not a profit center. Enough about that. Very quickly, I'll just show for a second the compensation plan. I love to just refresh people's memories every time when we start it. Yes, although we say you can make a bit of money with it, if you're serious with the e-card, a bit of money turns out to be more than just a bit. We say if you sell through your presentation of your product just 5 e-cards to somebody, they share it with, as you do normal business cards, with hundreds of people, and only 5 people at each point decide to purchase, you can potentially end up with $500,000 a year income just for promoting your own business. However, if you want to say, I want to be a bit more serious about it and you do this as a second business or another income and you promote it a bit more actively, if you get to sell 25 e-cards through yours and people continue to do 5, 5, 5 at each level, you can earn a couple of $1,000,000 per annum eventually. Now, there's a lot of features in this product that really makes it ideal for this kind of marketing. This is a unique affiliate program in that it works on a pure commission basis, but it's commission calculated on sales down to the 7th generation instead of just a 1. Very brief overview on that. So, we'll kick off with the actual training for tonight, getting started with your e-card. Okay. the first thing you need to do, obviously, is when you get your eCard, is open it. And I'll just show it on my system. You can open your eCard simply with the link you received. Whenever anybody gets an email, it says welcome and it shows you a link. And that link, you tap it and it opens your eCard. I've got here an eCard we issued earlier. The moment you tap the link, it opens the eCard. This person has already played a fair bit with the eCard. Now, eCard can be opened not just by email, but also if you received a text, you can open it via text. So that link you can receive with an SMS message, email, or any other digital share option. And you can open it on your phone, your tablet, PC, Mac, every device that's got a browser and it can access the internet can open your eCard. Makes it pretty handy and very flexible to use. Okay, I'll just get the presentation a bit bigger so people can see. There's the link. That's what the link looks like in your email. How do you save an eCard? There's a couple of ways of saving an eCard. Now, the best way and the way we advise is to save it to your home screen of your device, or when you're face-to-face with somebody and you've shared it, which we'll show shortly, you can just give them a hand so that they can save it to the home screen of their device. Why? They must be able to access it very quick and easy. And if it's on the home screen of the device, that is fantastic real estate. They reckon people are on their phones and spend more time on their phones than in front of TVs nowadays. So what's more valuable? Hey, if you can have real estate on a phone screen, people are very likely to open it very frequently. On Android, when somebody opens your eCard or you open your eCard with an email link or with a text link, you just click on your browser menu. Now, there's 3 lines here, but most Android or Google menus are just 3 little dots in a row. You tap that and you choose the option Add Shortcut to Home Screen. When you tap that, the second window opens and it says Shortcut Joe Blogs created. You tap that, your eCard shortcut is created, but your eCard still stays open. So if you go to your home page by simply tapping that home icon at the bottom, that'll open your eCard or your phone's or device's home screen. And you may have to look around a bit, because on Android it doesn't place it always in the same spot. But it looks like that little star there with a name. So it's an orange square rectangle shape with a star in the middle with a name under it. So if anybody wants to access the eCard again, that's a shortcut they tap and voila, it'll open the eCard. Let me just check. I see that my sound is a bit distorted. Give me 1 second. I'll just have one setting to try and fix, and then I can see whether that's better. Is my sound better now?
And his daughter's named after me from his second marriage, and she's actually born on my birthday.
I'm just unmuting everyone.
We've got some sort of connection, you know what I mean?
I'm just going to unmute everybody and ask whether there's any questions. Richard, is my sound better? Can you hear me better now? Oh, fantastic. Thanks, Richard.
Yes.
With what we've done so far, Are there any questions on how to open and save your eCard?
No, I use Apple. I haven't got an Android.
Yeah, Apple is pretty easy and not a problem whatsoever. Okay, we'll just move on. There's one more way, and an interesting way to actually save your eCard. Now, when I say save your eCard, when somebody opens your eCard and they just want your contact information to be written automatically to their phone or phone's contacts, or on computer to Outlook or any of these things, they would simply click this Save to Contacts icon. There's also a different menu system that you can choose, where it simply has a menu item that says Save. When people tap that, it automatically saves all your contact information to their phone's contact list. Also, your eCard link. So if they lose your eCard somehow or deleted the shortcut off their home screen, your phone number changes or your email change and they can't get hold of you, they will always be able to simply tap your eCard link in their contacts and resave it, and it will update all your latest information. Excellent. Apple, very easy. Same thing, you simply open your eCard, you tap that little square with an arrow, it opens the Apple or Safari menu and asks you whether you want to add to your home screen. Yep, click that. You can edit the name there that you want to display. It will automatically display your name, so they can just say add and your eCard short link or shortcut appear on your device's home screen. Okay, sharing your eCard. Let me just quickly exit here because it is quite easy to share your eCard. I'll first show you how to share the eCard via the Ecards buttons and icons. When you open your eCard for the first time, it looks quite a lot like this, except it will have a video and that banner. These buttons will all be there, not the commission plan button, but these will all be there. When you want to share your eCard from your computer, when you click share, although it will give you the option to message it, remember, you cannot SMS or send a text message from computer. So you will simply click email. When you click email, it opens your email client, puts your eCard link in there, in the message area, and all you need to do is add an email address and a message. And you can send it. It works exactly the same on your phone or tablet. It opens your email client, put your link in there, and away you go. When you share with phone, it asks you which phone do you want to share from, because you don't know who's going to receive it or what phone the person has that's going to receive it. So if you want to share from an iPhone, you click iPhone. It'll open the text client on your phone with a link in it. You can just add the phone number, a bit of a message, and send it. Now sometimes with some Android phones and the older iPhones, like iPhone 4 and older, the message or link will not automatically display. Software changes all the time, and it's a bit of a hassle keeping up with all the thousands of different versions. When that happens, don't despair. If you've got an older phone or your Android is a version that doesn't want to pick up that link, it's not a problem whatsoever. You can still share your eCard as effectively. All you do is you open your eCard, you click the menu at the top again, and you'll get the option that menu at the top is your browser menu, whether it's Google, Chrome, or Safari, or doesn't matter. And you'll get the option Share Page. You just tap that, and it will give you an option whether you want to share with a message, share with an email, share on Facebook. There's a lot of options and ways you can share. So you do not have to use the Ecards share function. You can as effectively use the phone share function. So if you have any issues with clicking the phone share function and there's no link in there, do not be concerned. Just use this method of sharing. It is as effective and gives you even more options. Okay, well, that's how quick and easy it is to open the card, save it, and share it. Let's quickly look at the eCard and what you get when you open it. What is it all about? The eCard consists out of a front page. Now that front page we refer to as a template because you can very easily flick from one template to the next. It's a bit like the pages of a book. When you get your eCard the first time, there's already something on that page. But if you want to flick to a next page or a next front screen, it'll be blank if you haven't put something on it. Once you put something on it, it'll be there and you can flick between 8 different templates. Now as time goes by, we'll add more and more interesting ones, and of course it's automatically part of your eCard. Now on this front screen you'll see this layout that I have here. It looks a little bit different than the example I had earlier on. The general appearance, this is a contemporary appearance. It's just a style that looks a bit more app-like. Where the look over here is a classic appearance. It's got more button and more computer feel to it. But they all have the same functions and areas. What do these do? Well, we'll start at the top there, the share function. As we said earlier, you click the share function and you can email or text somebody immediately from your eCard without having to use your phone's share option. The news function. The news function is actually not so much a function as a free gift to whoever gets your eCard. There's many ways that we want to entice people and involve them in looking at your business card or your eCard, your promotion. So what we've done is anybody that's got your eCard can look at the news at no cost. This is one of the world's only free news sites. And as you can see, you can access anything from the top stories, entertainment, business, politics, a lot. It's a very smart site. We have not developed it. The site was gracious enough to say we can include it in our eCard. It's very clever because if somebody opens it in the US, the top stories will be all the US top stories. Or in England, it's got a it reads where you access it from and automatically just displays the relevant local news. It's updated, I think, something silly like 9 to 11 times a day, so you always have the latest, greatest news available. And anybody that's got your eCard can access this news at no cost. However, they have to open your eCard and use your news link to get there. The www, yeah, that's your web link. If you have a different website and you put that into your eCard information, anybody that wants to view your website through your eCard, yeah, just tap on that. The video link, your eCard can display many videos. Through the video link, you can display 6 videos. So if you click that, I've got 3 videos, 1, 2, and a third one linked to that one. So you can display multiple videos just through this link. The phone. So instead of having to tap your phone number or dial it, people just press the phone and it will automatically phone your mobile phone. Email, the same thing. If somebody's got your e-card, then when they send you an email, they just tap that. It automatically opens their email client with your email address in it. They can just email you straight away. My apps. I'll talk very briefly about it because there's much more to this than meets the eye. My apps is an area where if somebody goes there, now remember, this is through your e-card. Anybody can access all these apps for free via your e-card. The BME wallet, it's simply a place where anybody can keep their passwords and account names and things safe and secure. Whenever anybody uses any of these areas or these apps and tools for the first time, they create an account with a password. It's a bit like Facebook and all of these things. You can access it from any computer, but you access yours only, and it's secure because of a password and an account. It is 256-bit encrypted and pretty safe, but only as safe as your password is. Time billing, anybody that works and being charged for the service based on time can actually create invoices based on time. The same with the invoice systems, a total invoicing system, and a few other tools. But that's what that specific area is for. The logic behind it is pretty simple. If I've got a one-man business, a tradie or whoever, and I don't have an invoicing system, hey, I can use anybody's e-card for free and have access to a free invoicing system. But once I start using an invoicing system, I can only access it through that e-card. Unless I buy my own e-card, then I can also access my own invoicing system, even an old one, through that same link. Just motivates people to keep coming back to your e-card and looking at your promotions and your website. Then the big I. That's the more information area. And this is where you're going to access all the management concepts you want to change in your e-card. So when anybody clicks the I, of course anybody can access that. They can see your phone number, your mobile number. You can have 3 email addresses, also 3 website addresses. You can have a delivery address and a postal address. Now, these are not compulsory. As soon as you don't enter the information, they simply don't display. At this point here, you can also go to Manage. And I'll talk about that in a second. That is just a quick overall of the fit and feel of your e-card. Now one thing, last but definitely not least, you'll see over here there's a big Get Your Own e-card here. Also, on the front of the e-card, it says there, Get Your Own e-card here. Anybody that receives your e-card and think, this is a great way to promote my business, I would like one. The moment they click on that, it opens the order form and they can purchase their e-card. And with our algorithm and a little code, anybody that purchases of this e-card, I get a commission for. And as I've shown on the commission plan, and of course you can let somebody view it off your own e-card as well. People can earn commission if I sell to or buyer 1 buys from me. I get $50 commission. The next person buys from him or them. I get another $5, etc., etc., up to 7 levels. But people can even view the commission plan by just tapping that button on your e-card. However, I'll show you in a second, that button is not automatically there, because if you promote the e-card to corporates, they may just want to use it for contact information purposes and not so much to promote the commission side of it, so they can just deactivate it. Before we look at the management area, are there any specific questions about what I've shown you so far? Just type it in there. I'll also unmute everyone for a second, and you can just ask questions if you want to. Okay, we're getting pretty bad feedback from a couple of computers there. I'll just mute everyone. If you do have any questions, please type it in the chat area. Bev, you've typed in there you've got no sound. I'll just respond. If you can't hear me, I'll better type back, otherwise it means nothing. Just let them know it must be a computer. Okay. If there's no more questions. Okay, fantastic, Bev, you got that okay, great. Carmel says your sound is very distorted. Yeah, it may also be on your end. It's a downside of some of these webinars. Sometimes it's just bad upload speed in your area. Lots of people are using the computers and internet, and it may just be because of that. Most people seem to have no problems with sound anymore. I will record, well, these sessions are recorded, and you can always watch them again at a later stage. Great. If there's no more specific questions about this, let's move to the management area. Okay, yes, Bev. Okay, Bev asks, Bev, I have one question. Now, just type the question, fantastic. Richard asks, if you accidentally wipe off your e-card info, how do you get it back? Richard, if you accidentally wipe off your e-card info in your management area, and I'll show you just now where that is, then, yep, it's gone. Your management area, it's all in the cloud, so the information that you enter into your e-card, if you delete that, it's not that easy to accidentally do, but if you delete that, you'll have to re-enter it. If you accidentally, if you lose your phone or your device or accidentally delete your e-card and you cannot access your link again, not a problem. Just let me know and I email you the link again. Because everything is in the cloud, nothing is on your device. Whether you lose the device, whether the device breaks or anything, none of your information will be lost. It will always be available through cloud. I hope that answers the question. Bev asks, when you share eCard, does the webmail address? Okay. If someone goes to the main BME website, does that connect to your card if the email address is in your eCard? No. The main web address, BME eCard website, there's no way it can connect directly to your card. Your card is your website. And that's why I really sort of push the fact that, hey, use your eCard to promote the business as much as possible, because everything you can do it as effectively as through the main eCard, or the main website. Even more so because you can personalize it exactly for you. And we'll see a little bit later tonight what Rhonda has done, and I think that's a fantastic example. But yes, if people want to know more about things in affiliate programs and setups, there's a fair bit of information on the BME eCard website. But always tell them to come back to your site or to your eCard. Okay, Bev, that comment, we'll follow up with that with Ellen and just make sure that we all understand what's been meant by that. but that's not an issue. Any more questions before we get into the management area? Okay, to access the management area, okay, I don't want to have a $ on my card. I don't want to have a website. I want to change colors, all these things. Where do I do it, and how difficult is it? It is pretty easy. When we issue your e-card and send it out to you, well, the link, the email, it also gives you a management PIN. Now that management PIN is automatically generated, but the moment you've used it, you can change it to whatever you'd like. And to do that, you click on the More Information area, that big eye icon. Go to the bottom of your More Information window and click Manage. Here you can enter your management PIN. What appears is the first of two management tabs. The one is Manage Your Appearance, the other one is Edit Templates. Whenever I work in my management area, I like to open my e-card on two templates, on two tabs, or on my phone and next to my computer. That way I can see immediately what changes look like without having to sign in and out of the management area all the time. Let's see how that works. I'm in my management area at the moment, but if I simply go and open my e-card again, and this is just a shortcut that I saved, I can now jump between my management area and the way it's going to look in a blink without having to sign in and out all the time. Now earlier on we said template. Templates are like pages of a book. You can turn them in a blink. Well, I can go from my logo template to my photo template in a blink. That took a second, and the moment I reload it, everything on my front screen will change. It displays my photo, different heading, and a different instructions. But there's a lot of different templates there, and they can look very different with very different functions. As you can see, my whole e-card appearance has gone from a business card look to a promotion look with a shopping card with a click of a button. Now, these are obviously not automatically set up. That is what you have to do, and once you've done it, that information is always saved, and you can just simply flick between the templates. But that's a function of the template area, is to go to change the home screen from one look or layout to the next. The theme, that is where you change the general button look of your card. There's classic, contemporary, and modern. Now modern defaults to contemporary at the moment. We will definitely add a third one a bit later. You'll notice whenever I change anything here, I go Save Changes. If I do not click Save Changes, the system will not change any of my settings. But if I go to the bottom here, you'll see it's a very app lookalike or look, and if I look at it now, refresh my page to see what a classic look looks like, you'll see that's much more button-like. Excellent. Now, the next thing is the theme colors. I'll play a bit with the theme colors. The theme colors refer to the top banner and the bottom bit of the e-card. There's quite a few different parts. Now you'll see that's the bottom bit of the card. Now with the top, you'll see every single heading on this promo template. It's got the same color. I've chosen to display a banner instead of a color at the top, but if I didn't, that would have been that blue as well. To change that color, I have two options. I can click the color icon, and that automatically will display 276 most frequently used web colors. Now I can go, I like the idea of green. And you'll see that is the green now. The top and the bottom is that green. However, often when we deal with corporate or specific businesses, their color is very customized and not necessarily one of the 276 web colors. In that case, they will have a color code, and you can copy and paste or just enter their color code for their specific unique corporate color in that space. This way you have access to 16 million colors. You can see that you cannot really read that black text on the green background. And that's why we have 7 basic theme text colors. I'd rather like it to be white. That's why I changed that. Now, if I refresh that, you'll see all those banners and headings will be white on green. Moving on from there, the background color. The background color is white. Those Fs are all for white, but I can very easily change it to a complete black. Just be aware, black is a pretty tricky color to work with. It shows the background is going to be that color, and any text is usually in black. So it's pretty difficult reading dark text on the black. But there it is. The background button color. If I look at this area here, right to the bottom, you'll see behind these buttons there's still a white strip. If I want that a different color, I can simply go, I want to change the button background color, and I want to change that to a striking color to really make it stand out on the black. I want to make it red. It shows what it's going to look like, and when I refresh that, you'll see that's a red color there. You can even change the button colors by simply saying, okay, I want the button colors purple. No, sorry, that's the wrong one. I want the button colors purple. So just work with it, play with all those settings and colors, and you can really quick and easy see exactly what it's going to look like if you open the two tabs. Great, that takes care of most of the front color schemes and looks and feels. But note, I just have to change these colors, and they change through all the templates. So whether I've got the video template or the promo template, it'll all be the same color scheme, where I've got the banner. If I chose a banner, the background is black, the button colors are red, my theme color is green, my buttons are purple, and I really think this is probably a bit messy. But no matter which template I choose, those color selections will apply to those. Any questions about this before we move on to the specific couple of templates we want to cover tonight? I'll just unmute everyone. If you've got any questions, you can type them or ask them. Okay, so any questions about that? Okay, it doesn't appear that there's any questions. Great. Let's see the most standard things in an e-card for setup. Obviously, the thing most people will be most concerned with is to say, hey, I want to make sure all my contact information is correct, from phone numbers to email addresses, etc., etc. Any information on the specific templates and any of these 8 templates, if you want to add or change anything in those, you need to access it through the Edit Templates tab. It's pretty self-explanatory here, where it says, hey, your eCard info, that is actually all your contact information, web addresses, and all those things. The logo and photo, that addresses the logo and photo templates. The logo template, clearly the logo you add will display on your logo template, and the photo you'll add display on your photo template. Video template, same thing, anything you want to change for your video template, and the sales, the promo, the menu. Social media is not necessarily a separate template, but all the links, social media links you have, you can add there. Realtor, that's for a real estate specific look and a template. Share messages, we'll cover that in a bit more advanced courses. And marketing. We'll touch base with the marketing a little bit tonight. It shows you simply a couple of links and main links and things. It's pretty handy. The other areas, yep, also things we'll cover on Thursday night's training. So let's look at the most frequently used things to get your eCard set up perfectly. Your eCard info. Go there, and the first thing you want to do is your management PIN. Now we gave you a standard management PIN. The system generates it. You can change it there to anything you want to. Whether it's a 4-digit number or a password, it doesn't matter. But please ensure to write it down, because the only way to get it is for me to reset it for you. Anything you change here, remember to click Save to store that information. Now we've got 3 tabs: Info, Address, and Account. Info, here you can put your emails. You can put 3 emails, and if you don't put anything, nothing displays. And the same with web addresses, up to 3 web addresses. At the bottom here, it says, do you want to display the following on your eCard? Now it's at the moment, only a couple of templates have been set to respond. Within the next week or 2, if you say no, your name will not display on any templates. If you say no to contact information, your phone number, your mobile number, and your email will not display either. By saying yes, you display your name and surname, as well as your contact information, which is your mobile number and your email on all the templates. Great. To add your address, shipping address and billing address, simply add it there and click Save. The moment you remove the first line of the addresses, no address information will display at all in your More Information window. Let's look at that. I've deselected the first lines. Now you'll see you can't read anything because I have black text on a black background. I better change that in a second. I'll just make sure that is white and great. You can see I've got my contact information there, but none of my address information displays because I removed the first line of that billing and shipping address. Great. The accounts area. The accounts area, the only important thing here is your PayPal account information. Just put the email address with which you open your PayPal account in here. Now PayPal is the most secure payment system online. By having your email address, we can pay your commissions each month into your PayPal account. But nobody can get into your PayPal account by just having your email address. They do require your full password as well. The bank information, you do not have to be concerned with this at all at the moment. We just put it there because we do foresee that in the future some people may want direct deposits into bank accounts instead of commissions being paid into the PayPal accounts, and then we have that those fields there for future requirements. But that is not possible at the moment. That is something that will happen a bit later. Pretty much, you can change anything in your eCard information area except your name, and first name and last name. That is central to your eCard and helps the system identify whose eCard it is. Otherwise, whether you change businesses or anything, it can all be changed there. Any questions about that? Okay, yep, Bev, definitely. Bev is asking, are we going to work through putting up a video? Absolutely. Give me 1 minute, I'm getting there very quickly. Next question here from Martin. If I want to build 2 different online businesses, for example, eCard and travel business, what is your recommendation? Martin, we've had that question quite often. Now, you can change the businesses all the time you want to, and as frequently as you want to. However, the idea is to use your eCard as a marketing tool for a business and reinforce branding of a specific business all the time. And if somebody opens your eCard today and sees one business, and tomorrow sees another business, it may be confusing. We do recommend to say, okay, if you want to promote both businesses, get 2 eCards. And if you purchase the second eCard from yourself, you immediately get a 25% discount because that commission is going to come to you anyway. But that is a more marketing effective approach for both businesses. But ultimately the call is yours. And Richard asks, the bank account platform, when will it be available? Richard, good question. We aim to have it available in a couple of months. To make deposits available just simply by sending your commission with direct debits to bank accounts. The downside of that is if you do a PayPal to PayPal transfer in Australia or from the US to Australia, there are no fees. So if you link your bank account to your PayPal, which you should anyway, you can get paid commission from BME to your PayPal account without any fees being subtracted. And you can get your PayPal money or your money out of your PayPal account to your bank account without any fees applying. But the moment we go and say, okay, we're going to pay from PayPal to your bank account, an up to 4% fee applies, and that fee applies to you. So that's a bit more of an expensive transaction for the affiliates. That's why we've been putting it on hold a bit. Okay. The next, any more questions about that? Sorry, any more questions about the eCard information area? Great. Now, one of the areas that's probably most frequently used is the logo and photo area and the video area. Tonight we're going to have a small change in the routine. I'm first going to cover the video area and show you how you can add videos to your video template. So what does the video template look like? I'll quickly bring that up. We've got that. There we see your video template can have a banner or not a banner. It displays a video in the center and a video link. When you only have one video, the video that displays, and no other videos set up in your video template, there will not be a link here to say more videos. I do have more than one video, and therefore all the other videos also display there. What is important to remember, the difference between these videos. The one, because it displays in your card, it's embedded in your eCard. We need to work with an Embed Link, and I'll show you exactly where to get it. This doesn't show a video, it's just a link. So you can just work with a link and not with an embed link. And when you record a video on your phone or anything, there's no way of actually taking that video and putting it as is into your eCard. You have to upload it to either YouTube, Vimeo, or another similar online hosting company. The logic is pretty simple. Videos are massive, and server space is truly expensive. So to be able to provide the eCard to you at a really affordable price, we said, hang on, if you use something like YouTube, which has got the world's best streaming technology, and we can never compete with them as far as that is concerned, use them. And you can display your video absolutely seamlessly in your own eCard. So, how is this done? You simply go to Edit Templates, and you open your Video Template area. Now there's a lot of different fields here and things, and don't let that confuse you. The very first thing you want to say is, do you want to display your logo or your banner in your video template, yes or no? So if I say no, and I reload that, you'll see that the whole top graphic or my banner disappears, and just my business name will be displayed in that same banner color as my theme color setting. Okay, now the first part of this, the first area here, refers to the embed video and that video link there. So it simply says, okay, what do I want to display in this area, and what do I want to link to my video icon? Also, with a video heading and the video description, what heading do I want there, and what description do I want under it? So I simply go, I want to have a video heading that says earn dollars for promoting your business. And then a description of, say, look at this short video and see how easy it is. That will display as a heading above my video, or my embedded video, and this as a description under it. As you can see, above and under it. But how do I get this video there? This is where I have to go to YouTube. So, I'm not going to go through the process of how to upload a video to YouTube. There are literally thousands of videos and descriptions in Google explaining exactly how to do that. The main thing is, once I've done it, let's look at this video here. This is Rhonda's video. When you open any video on YouTube, so you don't necessarily even have to have your video, if you find something that explains your product or business or anything well enough, you can use an existing YouTube video. But to get the embed link, you click on that share icon there. Once you click on it, there's a share link and an embed link. Now, we want to embed the video. Why? The first one we want to display here as an actual picture, and that looks like a video. For that video, and in this template there's only space for one of them, you want to enter the video embed link in the video template embed link field. It says it. That's the link that's going to embed that video there. And we go to embed, and there's a long string of code. Now, which part to copy? Because this changes all the time, there's one set area that you need to copy. And over here, it shows you in your management area exactly which part to copy. You want to just copy that bit there. So, anything from the www onwards, just to before the end of that apostrophe, and you go copy. If I now go there and paste it and save. Let's see what happens. I reload it, and there's Rhonda's video. Now somebody simply open my eCard and they can just tap there. Now that can also be expanded to full screen on a computer. It's really handy. But that's how quick it is and easy it is to put that specific embed link in your eCard. Just remember the difference between the embed link and the normal link. The embed link links this video that looks like a picture and a video to your eCard. The other links all link to that icon and those icons. So, how do I get the other links in there? Pretty easy. I can take the same video. If I just go to the share link, the whole bit that's highlighted, I can just copy. Now let's use a different video so we can see the difference. I click share, I'll right click on that and say copy. I go to my video template and I say I want to link that to my icon and save. I have to reload it because that link is still the old link. But now if somebody clicks there, what happens? It still opens that. That video is still linked to that icon. Any of the other 5 videos I can add, I can give specific headings and will work with the same kind of link. I'll show you in a minute. But if I click that, there we go. Fantastic. We add the same, in the same way, links to 5 more video links. But each one of these actually gives us an option to add a heading. So I can say video 1, and that's video 2, and give it a bit of a title so people know what the video is about. And the moment I save that, you'll see when I click the video link now, it'll show video 1 and video 2. Also, if I click this more video link, it'll open the same menu, display video 1 and video 2. Whatever YouTube link I put in there, those videos will play the moment I click that. Let's say video 3, and I'll add Rhonda's last video there. And save. I'll go out of it just to show you the moment I go back in there. There's video 3 and it'll play it on this video. And that's how quick and easy it is. Any questions about that video template? I'll just unmute anybody and everybody, so if you have questions, feel free to ask. Okay, doesn't look like any questions. Yep, as I said, it's all recorded. If you want to review it again, not a problem. Now we're already at 8 o'clock, but I quickly just want to show you the last important part, which is part of the normal setup of the eCard, and that is your logo and photo area. Any logo or photo you want to display in your logo and photo templates, this is where you're going to put them. Also your banner. You've seen a couple of places we say, do you want to display your banner? Yes or no? This is where you put your one banner. that you can display in almost all your templates. Okay, so you go to logo and photo. Now this photo refers to your photo template, and we've looked at it earlier on. The same as a video, you've got a photo heading and a description. You can display a large, medium or small photo. The same for your logo template. Now I don't want a dollar sign. I may choose anything else. Let's say when you want to change your photo or logo, just go choose file and you choose whichever file you want to from your computer. Fantastic, there's one. Let's see. The moment I chose that and say upload, it'll take a bit of time because it needs to load that photo to the server or that graphic. It doesn't have to be a photo. And it'll give you a confirmation update successfully. And then display there. If it goes and shows the message updated successfully, but nothing happens here, it simply means the graphic you tried to upload was too big. The maximum size the system allows is 1 megabyte, and 1 megabyte is a pretty big photo. Way, way, way too big for a mobile phone or even a tablet. And remember, because this is a mobile marketing system, you want people to access it through a mobile device. The last thing they want to do is tap your e-card and wait for a minute for a massive photo to upload. That's why we've limited the size to make sure people get a quick response, because it's the one thing that causes people to leave any website or any digital device quicker than anything else is if they have to wait too long. The banner. The banner is exactly the same. It works the same with uploading. Just bear in mind, the banner is supposed to be at the top of your card, and we recommend that it's 3 times longer than its high, because it's a long, thin graphic. Also, a big difference, you'll see that with, I'll just quickly change my template. With all the graphics, they're a set size. So even if somebody opens this on computer, that's a small graphic, I'll upload it. But even if I choose a very big graphic size-wise, not megabyte-wise, but dimension-wise, it will only display with a limited size over here. But not the banner. The banner is set to display as a percentage of your area, so it fills your whole screen. But lots of times people load small photos here, and they've taken off old devices and things, and if it displays massive on screen, it's a horrible quality. That's why we preset the size for that. Great. That is pretty much the photo and logo template. Now if I choose to display a photo, let's as small, and I go back to the photo template, you'll see that it's substantially smaller than it was earlier on. There we go. Excellent. That is pretty much the training for tonight. There's one question here. Martin asks, okay, so what graphics? Yes, you can use JPEGs, GIFs, bitmaps, PNGs, but PDFs, no. PDF is actually a file format that's not really a graphic format, although it displays pretty well. If you put a PDF in your graphic or logo area or any other part of the e-card as a photo or graphic, it will not display. So JPEGs, bitmaps are really big and clumsy. GIFs, PNGs, But clearly, if you want to have a photo that's got a lot of detail, you want to use a JPEG. If you want to use something that's more sketch-like, then a GIF or PNG is great. If you create a graphic that's got a transparent background, so I want to see this graphic, but I want to see the green shine behind it, then you're going to have to use a PNG. And that's for the people that know a bit more about graphics programs, etc., etc. Okay, fantastic. Thank you. Is there any questions about tonight's presentation? Everybody clear on the video and how easy and quick it is to put a video in? Vimeo works exactly the same as YouTube. So if you prefer Vimeo, not a problem. Okay, Carmel, how do you find this recorded training? Pretty easy. You open your eCard. Now, here's a help button. If you use a contemporary layout, there's a little menu topic that says help. You click on that. It opens the help menu. And the top, very top heading is webinar recordings. You click that and there's all the recordings we've done so far, by date and by topic. Just click them. Now it takes me a bit of time because it's a pretty slow process uploading and processing it. So I'm usually a week behind schedule. By Friday, Saturday, this session and the week's sessions will be up and available through this link here. Any other questions? Fantastic. I'll just
Hear me?
unmute everybody.
Unmuted.
Fantastic. I'll just
Unmuted.
unmute everybody.
I've typed the question. I don't know if you've got it.
Bev, I'll double check.
Photo size, please.
Okay. When you say photo size, what do you mean?
When you put the photo on the e-card, you crop the photo. Is it one? Got to be a certain size.
Okay, yeah. I'll quickly say that when you add a photo, there's a couple of interesting ways to add a photo. You can do it on a computer. When you do it on your phone, there's two ways. You can actually take the photo and use that photo that you've taken right there and then in your eCard, or you can go to your gallery and choose a photo there. Now, when you take a photo straight like that, the size limits do not apply. It will load the photo even if it is a bit bigger. But one interesting thing, and that's something we cannot fix with coding, when you take a photo with an iPhone and you hold it portrait and you take the photo, it'll display landscape in Android or normal web browsers. It's on its side. So if you don't crop it to be square, it'll display a bit wrong and not the way you've taken it. So just play around a bit with that and see how that works.